Actually, brother, it's only Marshall. Why don't you sit down for a little bit? According to the code and ritual, right now, there is an option of having a song sung to the Master's glory, or to have all of the Master Masons parade by and salute the worshipful Master. I'm really not interested in that. But I'm being reminded of a lot of things tonight. One is worshipful brother Norm Peterson playing the Marines hymn. Another one is being installed by members of my home lodge, not to mention a mentor who drilled me in the obligation. One of the obligations in that jurisdiction is that I warn my brethren of impending danger that they might have to
stand up straight.
that they might have due warning to escape danger. Our rituals and traditions remind us of our obligations. They come from our obligations and from nowhere else. They remind us of who we are to each other and how we're supposed to act. Because of that, I have to interrupt our traditional installation in order to follow my obligation. Gentlemen, you still have the opportunity to run for the hills. I don't. But there is something to point out, especially to the people who are not Masons. We come from a very proud tradition. In almost every lodge, you're going to find pictures of George Washington. You'll also find pictures of Ben Franklin. And you're going to find a copy of that document right there. Anybody not know what it is? Declaration. Hey, give that man a cheroot. There are all kinds of conspiracy theories about Masons, why we do things behind closed doors, why there have been secrets. You know, all of the Masons that were involved in forming this country. Let's get something straight. Some of the first recorded lodges were in the 1500s. They were still burning witches at the stake. And the penalty for saying anything against the king, at least in England, who's seen Braveheart? You know what they did to him at the end? That's what they did. Not only that, to make sure that the message got home, they made sure that your wives and children were there to watch it. And if you tried to look away, the guards would make sure that they watched it happen to you. So when people that were of free mind, when people who were educated, when people who wanted to question things actually got together to discuss this, they were putting their lives in each other's hands, because any agent of the king, any agent of the church who wanted to stop free thought could have come into that lodge room, could have informed on everybody, brought guards with them, and killed them. We were certain, and we made certain, that everybody coming through that door was one of us and not one of them. That's where the recognition codes come from. That's where the words come from. That's where the grips come from. That is why we still follow the tradition of secrecy, because of that. Now think about that document right there. Some of these people were still alive when the last witches were burned. They were committing treason against the King of England, and they knew exactly what they were risking. Most of them were Masons, yes. That only informed them more of the need for secrecy. And when they came out, the last words in this document, let's see, with a firm reliance on divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. They were not kidding. And they signed the document, knowing what was going to cost them. If this failed, every one of them was going to be tortured to death. And you want to take that spirit? How many of you could do that now? How many of you believe in something so strongly, whether it be your religion, whether it be the well-being of your family, whether it be the well-being of your neighbors? How many of you would sign that document right now? That's what the Masons are about. Not only that, John Hancock, that great big signature, George III of England, was so brave when he said it. He signed it that big, and I quote, so that Fat George can read it without his glasses. And Ben Franklin told the other members, if we don't hang together, we'll surely hang separately. That's the tradition we come from. And there are many others. But think about the bravery. Think about the courage. Think about the honor that these men, who didn't even necessarily like each other, put in each other's hands, their lives. And just to make sure, we took obligations, they took obligations, that we still take today. That if you get caught, don't worry. Your family's taken care of. We will take care of the widows and orphans. That's how much we supported each other. That's the kind of thing that my generation of Masons came into the lodge looking for. That's what we wanted to stand for. Something greater than ourselves, that we could reach out, that we could hold, that we could respect ourselves for. Forget what everybody